How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Getting it trucking, getting it trucking. All right, welcome to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. I'm doing ours right now. Uh, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, tell a friend, and come and join us in our live chat or in on our replay crew. Hey, replay crew. All right, so on the docket today, we have the Family Chantel Season 3, Episode 6, Home for the Holidays. Oh, Lord.
What were your thoughts?
It was an okay episode. And then I saw Karen's food display.
Mm, I mean, okay.
The
The roast
fried
beef,
chicken, well, the fried chicken looked like it came from Publix.
KFC,
It looked really familiar. And
KFC.
but what was that thing?
I
She
had
said
no
it was
clue.
the roast beast or
Yeah,
beef.
the roast beast.
Anyone in the live chat, do y'all know what that was? Because it was skidding around on that poor little plate. If it had flown off, I thought that would have been hysterical. But yeah, she was doing a feast for her kids, her family. It's nice to see them getting along, and I like the dynamic that has grown with River and Pedro. I think Pedro, since last season, is just like, I'm so glad this shit is not about me anymore.
Exactly.
Yay.
That's where he's
Um,
at. He's all finally, like he said, river justice.
he did the same thing with Royal as well. He was like, this is fun if I could sit back and watch it. Oh
I'm with him though. You go through all that stuff. It's like, dude, the heat's off me finally.
my god. So welcome everybody. Hey Susan, hey Nisei, hey Yanni, hey Ryan, hey Tracy. Welcome. All right, so where are we gonna start?
I'm gonna let you choose this one. You drive the bus on this one.
Okay. All right, so we open up with Chantel getting ready to go to her job at the hospital, and she's telling us like she works really, really hard, and sometimes it's a little scary because she gets overflow on her floor with the C-19 cases, and she's always wondering if she's careful, if she has her mask on, for if everything like all her protective gear is in place. And I can really appreciate Chantel for like being a nurse in these times. Kudos to her. Other times, I think she's a dunderhead, but for doing that kind of work now, bless her heart and stay safe, girl. But she also comes out and talks to her husband, and I think she tries to like explain that she wasn't judging his mom. She apologized again, I think, and she just wants to let him know that she is there for him, you know, in whatever capacity he needs. Hey, Roddy Gal. Um, and then they do a twerking of the protein shake.
I love. It was hilarious. The shake was hilarious to me. I'm sorry. I just I'm like I hollered. I'm like you doing that real good. She did that. She did the damn thing. I'm like
It defeated the purpose of saying that you there for your husband.
no it didn't. It made him feel better. So he's it never that never gets old. I laughed at that too.
Chantel is her mama's child, Ryan. Both of them are like fireplace logs in their confessionals. They are very wooden. Um, it's they've been on TV for a while. One would have think they would have grown out of that, but I guess not. Um,
I think with Karen it's just she thinks being like slow speaking and like I think she just thinks that gets her point across. I'm like not really. But with Chantel, I think Chantel, that's just her normal cadence because to me she strikes me as a very like most people who's very logical,
Mm-hmm.
like very like about the facts, and she doesn't deviate from that. So when she talks, she's just trying to get to the point, basically. That's why when she with Pedro, I don't think it was what she was asking that was the real issue. I think it was more her tone because it came across. To him, it's going to come across like you're being judgmental and you're not understanding. Like and on our end, we're like, no, she's understanding. She's asking great questions. It's just when you say those questions in that tone, it's like your mama hoe. She knew, and you need to get to the bottom of that.
Mm. Child, I don't know. Um, even more when he said it never gets old. Oh my God. The fireplace looks. I was trying to find something pretty that was wooden. Um, okay, so Tracy's like, if I could shake a protein shake like that, I wouldn't have to go to all these job interviews. Exactly. Yanni thinks she's slow. Even Chantel's mannerisms are women too. Sometimes she reminds me of Vicky from Small Wonder. That's an
Not
old
Vicky.
show. Wasn't she a
Yes, it
robot or
is.
something?
Yes, because the
Oh,
inventor, well, he wanted a daughter or something, or his daughter had died,
oh, oh, oh. Okay.
and he created Vicky to kind of like fill that void, if I remember the storyline correctly.
Oh, all I remember it was that she was supposed to be a robot. I didn't watch it.
I did.
I wasn't into it. Um, I was surprised that Pedro didn't have a reaction when she said admitted that she spoke to her mom about it.
I think he's used to that by now. To be
Mm.
honest,
Next, we see Pedro out somewhere talking to his mom, who's, I guess, in a park, walking their dog. They talk about Nicole and Alejandro again. They both seem to be on the same page with wanting her to break up with Alejandro. They don't think that he's any good for her. Um, and that he's come between the relationship between Nicole and Lydia. And did Pedro said that he gonna come down there and talk to her and possibly kick her out?
he was saying, well, he was telling the mom, he's telling Lydia, excuse me, that if Nicole's in this shape, she should kick her out, and if he when he comes down to talk, when he comes down there to talk to her, if she doesn't get it together, he's gonna kick her out.
Fair enough. I mean, if you don't want to abide by the rules of your mama house.
But see, that's not fair. I'm gonna step in for her on this one. Like, who are you?
Hmm.
You don't tell a grown folk who they can and can't see, as long as they don't bring them to your house.
Um,
Mm-mm.
no,
No.
I'll agree with you on that. They can't tell her who she can and can't see, but she still has to have some sort of respect for her mother while she's
Well,
living
yeah, of
under her
course.
roof.
Well, of course. Like you just like, but the
And
mama needs to
she's
like.
acting a plain fool. She been acting a plain fool all these seasons.
Thank you. Like this is
But
nothing
now
new.
it's coming to a head where it's coming back on Lydia. Before she was acting the fool to
Chantel.
everybody else. And Nicole is conveniently forgetting how she behaves towards other people.
Right. And Yanni makes a great point.
Hmm.
But if they kick her out, she'll move in with him. It'll make it work. Yeah. So, no. Like
Move in with him where? In the States?
Alejandro. Yeah.
In the States?
Yeah.
She has citizen. She has a visa to come up here and live forever.
She could probably they'll figure it out. It's TV.
Uh huh. While he's still married.
Exactly. And that's which is Yanni's point. I think doing that would just make her do exactly what you don't want her to do.
Honestly, she's not going to be able to move to the States because here's why: the two of them cannot get along. She already knows that she don't like this man, but she's just cutting off her nose to spite her features. Um, and I don't. She's just young and dumb, young and dumb. And even if she were to move in with Alejandro, she would probably have to come back to the DR every 6 months so
Right.
that she doesn't violate her tourist visa. Who's
Exactly.
going to be paying for that ticket all the time? Plus housing her who cannot work in New York State or in the United States. Like it just doesn't make any sense. So if you kick her out, and I bet she'll remove herself from the house, just say, boom, I could do this. But where are you going to go in DR? Because it doesn't look like she has a job. She's just graduated from school. It doesn't look like she sought employment. It seems like she wants to go back to school again. Um, who's going to take you in? Koriyama?
Karama, yeah.
Where Koriyama live? Koriyama live on her own or with her mama too?
Oh, shut up.
I'm just saying. Straighten up, Nicole. Straighten up. It's not going to be that hard on you to respect the woman that you live with. Let's see. Karen's throwing her little holiday party for the family. Winter is not coming because she doesn't celebrate holidays. Um, she has the Christmas beast or holiday beast, whatever that was, roasted beast, whatever. Um, they really wanted Winter to be a part of the families. They were the celebration. They were like, it didn't have to be a Christmas or a holiday party. It could have been a winter party, just so that she could come and be a part of the family celebrations. But why? So that you can gang up on her again?
Right.
Okay, so Yanni says DR girls live at home until they get married. Oh. Well, true. If she gets a job and starts working hard, she'll be right back home in 3 months so that she won't have to work that job. Good on her. Anywho, I don't think they're handling this jaw thing correctly. I just don't. I think they should just let Winter go and get married, and you'll waste the best years of your life with this man.
Yeah.
And you wake up in your late 30s and go, what happened? 6 children behind you, not a penny to your name, and Karen and Thomas are going to have to save you and your kids. Let her go and do what she want to do.
Right. That was just my opinion on it. I'm like, you know what? She's
Mhm.
determined to do this. Let her do it. Oh, remember she'll be taking care of somebody else's kids too. Sorry.
True. True. Oh, yes. And who knows if he doesn't have any more surprise pop up kids. I'm just saying. Merry Christmas, Winter. Chantel said that she saw some posts that Ja put online that women should be submissive. Some women like that. It's
Right.
not everybody's cup of tea. If your sister likes that, that's her business. Um, but if he was physically assertive towards her, then y'all could try a little bit harder. But I haven't seen that.
Me neither. But you could just tell his ways though. Like I get where their concern is. You know, the whole submissive thing, but because he does. Remember at the dinner he had a sort of misogynistic tone about him. I'm like, not sure how that's gonna go over well, but okay.
Yeah, the patriarchy,
Yeah.
matriarchy thing. Yeah, we all know where he's coming from, and to me, that's a mindset so far. I haven't seen any physical backing up of that mindset
Right.
yet, and let's hope he doesn't have that. Pedro and River go to cut down the Christmas tree for Karen. And again, I like this relationship between the two of them because they do have a lot in common as they talk about their sisters. And I thought River gave him some, really good advice. Like, The more you talk, the more they're gonna do the opposite. So,
Right.
and this is where River admits that, excuse me, that he has a girlfriend. Her name is Megan, and he hasn't told his family. And
Love Pedro.
Pedro is just disgusting with how much he's laughing at River. The justice is gonna come. It's your turn. Like, Pedro, you need to stop. Okay, so wait, hold on. I know. Oh, wait. Look what Ryan says. She knows someone better has popped into Winter's DM, especially during her current glow up.
Ooh.
Really? Oh. He's a Dusty. Which one? Who? Ja? Do you think she's talking about Ja?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so Yanni says from he's a loser, Debbie, so I have to this made me look I have to use religion to make me look better and powerful. Oh, I got you, Yanni. I got you.
Mhm.
It makes sense. Um I laughed so hard with the two of them. I want a Pedro River show instead. That might be. That might be. Okay, Jars of the Church of Nazarene. Oh. He's getting a big kick out of this. Yeah, he was.
Of course he
Pedro,
was.
he did the same thing with Royal in their confessionals. And I think that's when you get to see like his real personality come out. Um, and I do love to see him and River as buddies. He needs some sort of familial support in the States so he's not feeling so alone. Um, just wish that Karen and her family had come around a lot sooner.
Well, Chantel. Well, if I remember correctly, Chantel didn't really present him in the best package anyway.
Yeah, she
And
had the initial lie.
yeah, so that always puts people like on the defensive or like kind of wary when people lie. You know, he didn't lie. Chantel lied.
Mm-hmm.
It's all you. Sometimes it's all how you package people and how you present them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Um, let's see. At the party, Pedro gets there. I guess he went home, showered, changed, came over. He's looking really good. Or maybe I have a thing for turtlenecks. I don't know. He was just looking really good. And then I was a little disappointed in Chantel's outfit because it was a really nice outfit, but she had on like a black undershirt underneath. Um, it had a deep back, and then you saw the camisole. I was like, why are you doing that? That's not like you. But anywho, um, why is River wearing a big old like winter jacket in the house?
Not a clue.
Does See, I thought it was like when he was at Megan's house or her friend's house or whatever. Um, he just didn't want to take off his coat because I guess he was leaving soon. But you're at home. Do you put on a coat to socialize in your own living room?
I think that was for a quick getaway if things turned left.
Oh Lord, Yanni says it's because he gained weight, but it made him look bigger. I don't know. Anywho, he just looked weird and uncomfortable. And then Pedro's standing up there, like they decorate the tree first, and then they're doing the toast and everything. And Pedro's standing up there like this little 5-year-old kid trying to hold back his Snickers, while what's his name? River does this weird toast about love or whatever, and then admits that he met a girl.
Mm.
God. Why did he take that moment to do it? I didn't think that was it. Like all of them could have wound up asking questions instead of just one.
I wouldn't say anything. I kept that hidden as long as I could.
Mm. We've got some investigations going on live chat. Let us know what you find out, Ryan. Um, hold on. What else happens? Um, they're eating dinner, and Karen asks Pedro, like about the upcoming like holidays and how they're
Mhm.
going to celebrate. So, and his trip to DR. So he says he's going to spend the beginning part of Christmas Day with Chantel and her family, and then I guess fly out that afternoon, go to the DR and spend Christmas evening with and I guess 2 weeks or
Yeah.
whatever with his family, which I thought was really nice,
Yeah.
especially considering he is not taking Chantel, and she decides to bring that up.
Bad move.
Mm-hmm.
It was settled between y'all. No sense to bring that up in front of the family. I mean, he doesn't want you to go, and I understand why.
It's a
I get it.
sensitive subject, and you've already hit a sore spot.
Even though your questions
So,
aren't wrong, but you're not. You
yes.
don't have. She doesn't have the sensitivity level necessary to be there for this, and that's what he's trying to tell her.
You know what? I think it's basically that 5-year-old in Pedro that's saying, "I'm not ready to hear what you have to say yet.
Yeah.
Let me figure this out on my own." Thanks.
Oh, totally. Oh, totally. I totally agree. Totally agree because you don't want him to. You don't want her being there, and then they're talking, and then she busts in like, "Well, when did you know that he had a wife in the family?" And she would do something like that because she would get like because Lydia would either not say anything or beat around the bush, and she would get annoyed and frustrated, and she would just blurt that out.
Mhm. Did I miss the whole proposal thing? When
That was
did
towards
that
the end.
happen?
Wasn't that at the end?
I have no idea. I think I totally missed that. Wait, hold
No,
on.
because remember they start the escape room and like halfway through, and then at the end is the proposal.
Oh,
It
I
was towards
did
the
skip it.
it was towards like it was like kind of middle to the end part.
I did skip it because it's right in between where they were toasting at Karen's house,
Right.
but before they sat down to dinner. So let's go to this escape room. He plans to propose to Winter while they're doing this escape room mystery thing.
Okay.
She didn't seem very excited about it, but she was just letting him lead the way. So okay.
Mhm.
He has it all set up that the ring is inside of this like red toolbox that's behind a secret door.
I was
They go through
annoyed.
all the things.
I was real upset. I'm sorry. Ryan said it
Why were you
perfectly.
upset?
If you're going to propose, it's a special thing. It's like a huge, huge, huge thing. I'm not saying it has to be extravagant or super fancy. What I'm saying is it should be. It should feel
Romantic?
intimate. It should feel intimate. It should feel special. I wish someone would propose to me at a fun house and my ring comes from a
Yeah.
toolbox.
Yes. It
Because
just
here's the thing, and this is why I'm irritated because for me, how he presents marriage is how he sees you, and this is the kind of treatment you can expect in the future. So basically, for anniversaries, what you're gonna get is probably maybe some KFC popcorn chicken and mashed potatoes and maybe a Shasta grape if you're lucky. That was to me. There was no real effort to get a toolbox, sit outside, and probably I went to the escape room on like a 2 for 15 matinee special. So I'm real upset with that. I do not like that. That's just how I feel. No,
I was just so very underwhelmed. It wasn't romantic. The okay, to each their own, but the ring was pretty, but it
the
wasn't my taste.
the ring didn't even match the ring didn't even match the proposal. The ring outshone the proposal. Sorry.
I thought the ring and the proposal were both subpar. You've
Uh,
been with her for 7 years. She's taking care of your kids, and all you could spend was $129.95 on that ring from Zales.
I want to know, did you and Shakib hook up? Did y'all go ring shopping together? I need to know.
The Layla School of Proposals.
Correct.
I don't know. I just was very underwhelmed. He didn't even have a flower. He didn't have any apple cider to pour afterwards. Um, he, he couldn't fit some roses in the toolbox. It was big enough. And then, like, I know some people can't remember everything. But if you're doing a proposal, I don't want you reading it off your phone. I want you looking at me and telling me what you feel, even if it's awkward or weird. I'd rather you say it genuinely from your heart and not from your phone. I was just
And that quote, that one of you rhyme was so what. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to stop. Stop that.
Mm-mm.
Where is Hallmark? I need them to intervene.
Exactly, Ryan. Yes, not every girl needs a diamond.
No, not at
Not
all.
every girl needs a diamond, but that was a fashion ring. It wasn't like an engagement ring. Like my a former coworker of mine, her her fiance's father mines for opals in Australia, and he hit a piece of opal, and they did her engagement ring was an oval opal with a trio of diamonds on the sides, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful, but it looked like an engagement ring. Um,
Okay, I'm not sure I blow this up, but that's the ring.
yeah, I that seems like a small cocktail ring, a fashion ring. It didn't seem like an engagement ring for me. Um, I could even figure out what the stone was
Me either.
because I was wondering, is it her birthstone or something? Because I know that's really cute if you get a birthstone as an engagement ring.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think he could have put a little bit. I want to know what his thought process was in picking this ring.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
I just didn't
But
like the effort. It was more the effort for me.
and then her face during all of it. I don't know if she was that into it or happy or
Mm-mm.
thrilled. Um, that's the ugliest ring ever. A blobby.
It's
Welcome, Nisei.
I mean, like, if you're gonna, like, I agree with Ryan. It could be a sapphire, but like, if you're gonna do sapphire, in my opinion, gold and sapphire don't go together. I did not like the gold setting in the band. It looked kind of on the cheaper side versus he had gotten like a maybe a platinum or some kind of silvery type setting.
Mm,
Gold doesn't go with everything.
I don't know.
It was overall for me. It was just the lack of thought that was annoying. An escape room. I could see if you did an escape room and then um gone to dinner afterwards and have a romantic dinner. That would have been cool. You could have given her maybe like a hint at the escape room, like, hey, we're doing this escape room, but here's a clue about dinner. Here you go.
Here's the thing why I don't like the escape room. Are you telling me that I'm gonna need to find an escape from you? Like I'm reading all negative things about that.
Oh, I didn't read negative about that. I've read more about the toolbox,
The
which tells me,
toolbox. Oh,
which tell me like, here's a toolbox. You're gonna be fixing shit for the rest of your life.
child.
That's the way I took it. A toolbox.
I was like, there was nothing else in there. Nothing. Not a flower, not rose petals, not sparkling apple cider, not chocolate dipped strawberries, nothing.
I mean, basically the way this is the way it came off, and I think you guys may have seen this on other shows where the guy proposed. He's like, okay, so he presents the rings like, okay, so you want to do it? That's the way it came across. Like,
Yeah.
so what you think? What you think?
And Emily, my God, Emily's thing, I criticized that so badly, but this was worse for me. That like
Alicia Keys had plastic cups and cold duck, and he attempted a picnic. There was real thought. An escape room, everything's done for you. Like, if you're gonna do an escape room, at least have like a table with some chairs, like something. It can't just be you sitting on the bench opening up a toolbox.
and someone said earlier he didn't even get down on one knee. He just like sat there.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's required, but there was no romance or anything in this. It was just very lacking for me. But Winter, if this is what you accept and you say yes to, like Jamal says, this is your future. This is your future. This is what you shall expect moving forward.
Oh
Uh,
yes, Ryan. Her finding the ring as a clue. Like the clues, I agree. The clues should have led to the ring. That would have been least cute. Not
but he
romantic,
wouldn't
but
allow
cute.
her to do that because remember, it's men leading, so that it had to be him who did it, not her. He wouldn't have allowed her to do that.
Mm-mm-mm. And then when she told River, he's like, "Shut up." I hollered.
Getting on a knee is required unless you can't get back up.
True.
Will you escape doing? Oh, Ryan is really thinking outside the box and have a banner with "Will you escape to a new life and marry me?"
I like that.
I would have preferred a banner, "Can I escape from you now?" But that's just me. And it didn't even look like he had like braided his hair fresh for the
Mm-mm.
event.
Now you know lineup.
Um, Ryan, let us know if she has a new boyfriend. Um, oh yeah, so then we see Winter come over to do laundry, and she tells River, and he can't believe it. But she didn't wear the ring.
Right, because she won't even say anything. And I don't blame her.
But
I get it.
but if you are invested in this relationship and this is the man that you want, who cares what other people say? You don't live there anymore. You live with him and you taking care of his flock of children.
But I think also what she wants to tell them with John, which I understand. I get it.
Scared to be by yourself
Mhm.
when
I would
justice
be.
comes? I wouldn't. You got all of that that womanism to be out there living with him and taking care of his children for the past 7 years. he finally proposes. This time you didn't get it wrong. It was a proposal. There's no mistaking it. You have the ring, and you coming over to do laundry at your mama house, but you can't wear the ring. Either you are a woman or you aren't. I don't know. All right, Yanni. Thanks for popping in.
Bye, Yanni.
Where she found Oh, let's hope that they hollering hard and strong. Ja seems to be a nice individual, but I think that there's someone out there who can really make Winter everything that she has the possibility to be. Just encourage her and bring the shine out in her. That's all.
Yeah,
I
nothing. He's
find
not
that Ja
bad.
suffocates her.
He's not a bad guy, but it's just the fit doesn't seem right for her.
Oh, and Susan says the right way would have been if he had asked her dad.
That too.
But he ain't gonna do that because he'll probably get the answer he doesn't want.
Right.
Bobby, I don't think so.
No.
Mm-mm. They weren't gonna approve of that. The whole childhood. Ooh, yeah. He see, that's a sticking point for me.
Because you can hide a whole child, you can hide anything. I'm just
Exactly.
saying. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the type. Like if you hiding children, that means like if y'all having financial issues, he would hide that stuff like that. 'Cause that like hiding a child is a huge thing to hide from somebody, and it just makes you wonder what else are you hiding?
Another
And
wife.
exactly.
You know, you make a valid point, Jamal, that it's just that's a big lie to to forgive and move past.
I don't think I could. I don't know how she can at this point. That's just and it's more because he wants you to be invested in a relationship, but he can't trust you enough to be completely honest. So how can you completely invest in someone who's not completely honest with you?
Well, does he want a girlfriend or does he want a babysitter? Because that's how he basically refers to her. She takes care of his kid.
Yeah.
Girl, I see nothing but vacuums in your future as future presence. Mm-mm-mm. Winter run.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was the show.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was an interesting episode. I won't say this was filler, but it's just one of those episodes that moves the story along. Nothing really happens.
Next week we go to DR, right?
Next week we go to DR and Nicole meets Karen and Thomas.
So they all wind up going down to DR?
No, it was just Pedro. Pedro goes to DR, and
Uh-huh.
then Karen. We see in the previews Karen. Was it Karen and Chantel, or was it Karen and Thomas? In the previews, I know it was Karen was there, and they meet Megan.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, Megan. Oh, I'm thinking Nicole. Never mind. Um,
But then Nicole, Pedro, and Lydia have a sit down conversation. Pedro trying to tell her what she needs to do with her life, and then she gets mad, but politely cusses them out with no curse words and storms out.
but does Chantel eventually go to DR? Because in that remember when the season was just started, Nicole said that Pedro slept with Karima. Um, who is she saying that to?
I want to know now.
Because the only person that would be the perfect dart too would be Chantel.
Right. Okay, Ryan's just telling us. She said they all end up in DR eventually because Nicole tells Chantel that Pedro's still with Karima.
Nicole, you ain't nobody friend.
I mean, when you got information that could hurt somebody, you kind of use it when you're mad. Not saying she's right. I'm just saying that's what happens.
But what if it's not true though?
We don't have to see if it's not true. And I always tell people anything that happened before me, I don't care about unless you have children or other issues.
So
Outside of that, I
you
don't care.
think they slept together before he met Chantel?
Yes.
Then
Nope.
that's a little piece of information that she left out. Because I'm
Okay.
thinking it's when they was dirty dancing when they got into that fight.
You know how people do. They don't give you time frames. They're like, well, she slept with so and so, and you leave out the other stuff because that's not relevant to your argument. You just want to hurt the person. I mean,
Hmm.
I could see it happening. Pedro's young and someone his old Karima's just there. I mean, why not?
Okay.
And then my thing,
Hmm.
Nicole, I'm looking Nicole, baby, like your best friend is sleeping with your brother. I'm gonna need you to pick better friends. Just saying.
Or maybe she wanted the two of them together.
And who told you? That's the thing.
Karima?
That's my thing. Who told you? That's another piece of information I want to know. Who told you?
I think Nicole was trying to set them up from the beginning, but then Chantel got into the picture and
Oh,
ruined it for her friend.
okay.
And
But
now she could throw the friend under the bus because Karima isn't in agreement with her on staying with Alejandro.
oh, she's gonna take everybody out.
And remember when they were at the cafe, Karima seemed like she was more on Pedro's side than she was on Nicole's side. So
She
that's
was.
like, being a traitor to Nicole.
Nicole's a look. Y'all all against me. I'm gonna just take this one piece of information and blow all y'all out the water. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Child.
I can't wait. Because I hope Karima's there too. I want everybody there in the room. Everybody. I want to see everybody's faces. And yes, I'm that messy person.
You want to see the faces to see who's shocked, who's lying, who's
Yes,
who's happy, all of
everybody at one time.
this.
That's how you do it. You get everybody in one room, all the key players, and then you just blast them and see whose faces does what.
I bet you anything that Lydia would not have approved of Karima being with Pedro.
Mm-mm. No,
Mm-mm.
because how can I put this? Lydia feels that her children are above everyone else. She has that mentality. I'm like, no.
Okay, girl. I can't wait to see if we meet his dad or the two other brothers.
Another thing before we go, I think Pedro's salty because he's not the only Pedro Jr. In my opinion. I think that's a real sticking
Hmm.
point for him. Like, how dare someone else have my name? He's salty about that.
Well, that's why I want to know the birth order, if he's one or two.
Right,
Because if he's the second one, then that's even worse.
right. And that makes you Pedro the third.
Oh my God. Why would his dad do that though?
Right.
Especially if
But he's trying to. But if he this if, when he did that, when we hear this, back up when we heard that. I'm like, well, you were really trying to hide this. You were really trying to have two separate families. Like, otherwise, why would you do that?
Unless Lydia was alone and did it on her
Oh,
own.
okay. This is gonna be a little bit messy, but I'm curious. I wonder, did she just put this man's name on the birth certificate herself? You
It
know what I
depends
mean?
upon the law. Okay, so let's roll this back a little bit. When I was born, early 70s, bastard children were not recognized by law in Barbados.
Okay.
So there's just dash, 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 dash under father.
Oh, really?
Correct. Correct. It wasn't until the 80s where if you were not married, you could put a father on a birth certificate in Barbados.
Oh,
But
yeah. Cause
that's
here,
based on old colonial British law.
yeah, here it's not that way. Here you can do that shit blank and be good.
He was born in DR though.
Right.
So
We need to find the law.
that throws a monkey
Wrench.
wrench into it. But he's a lot younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, the law changed in the
Change.
80s
Hey,
in Barbados. He could probably have his dad on his birth certificate.
I just would like to know that though, because there's very interesting if, but Pedro's older of the two, so I would think the dad would
How do you
know.
know he's the older of the two?
No, I'm talking about between. I'm
Oh,
working
him
off.
and Nicole.
Yes. So
Oh, okay.
he would have had to go along with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, like, are you really? Which tells me in my mind, like, you were really trying to have two whole separate families to allow him to have Pedro Jr. if he's the second one. So that birth order is very important.
Mm-hmm. But again, if he wasn't there, um, because oh Lord, this is going back. Like, I don't. I'm trying to remember if my mother did. Okay, yeah, my mother did our birth certificates, but like for their births, someone else did their names and
Mm,
registered their birth. It wasn't her mom. They sent someone else to do it. So it just depends on how backwards you are. I think my mother did me and my brother. Um, but like when she was born, someone else did it. It wasn't her parents.
mm-hmm.
It's just very weird. Um, but he is a lot younger than me. So I'm sure that Lydia did that. And I would not be surprised if Lydia did it on her own and put down Pedro Jr. to try and lock this man in,
Mm-hmm.
probably knowing fully well there was already another Pedro Jr.
I got you. Let's
I think
see.
she rolled the dice and crapped out.
Right. You think Lydia would have preferred Pedro B with the Dominican American girl? Probably.
Mm-hmm. No, I think she wanted a full American girl, but I think she wanted somebody stupid who wouldn't be able to know what kind of game she was running and didn't anticipate Chantel and her mother to have a lick of sense.
Gotcha. I
Because
gotcha.
I really feel like they would have probably been in the States by now.
Yeah, I got you. No, I got you. I got you.
But the TV show kind of deviated that.
Right. Well,
But yeah.
this was a solid episode overall. Like, it moves the story along, so I'm excited to
Mhm.
see. I'm excited to see the next episode.
I get excited whenever they go to the Dominican Republic. The colors are so vibrant. It's so pretty. And maybe it's just I'm thirsty to go and travel again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to DR and seeing everything. This was the Family Chantel season 3, episode 6, Home for the Holidays. I'm looking forward to next week.
Same.
Now they usually have like 10 or 12 episodes.
Right.
So we're halfway through.
Let me see how many they had last season. Let me be nosy real quick.
And they don't do reunions, do they?
Mm-mm. Well, they
Darn.
didn't last year. I'll put it that way. Family Chantel season 2. How many episodes y'all have? Last year was 10 episodes.
Oh no.
Last year was 10. Yeah. So season 1 was 8. Season 2 was 10. Maybe we get 12 this year. Add
Fingers
two
crossed.
add 2 episodes per season.
Yeah, fingers crossed. You know what? Every time I watch this show, what pops into my head is Elizabeth and Andre and how jealous they must be that they haven't gotten their own show yet.
Well, they're not that entertaining.
Eh,
They're not. I mean, there's no mom, and the mom is nice. I mean, unless you're gonna show the seedy other Billy how to cook, no one cares.
oh my God. Oh, Lord and mercy. Okay, so hello, selfie queen Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty, so any final thoughts on this messy little show?
No, again, like this was like the perfect. This is like the perfect episode to me. It just moved the story along. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. We got to see more. We got to see more, and it was to me it was a very very good show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because
Mhm.
it's ramping up to where Petra's going to DR. Winter is getting may get married, and
Ooh.
I'm waiting for Karen's reaction to that. Honestly,
Oh, with the with Winter and with and
yes,
River. Yeah.
yes, 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 yes. Beautiful.
Maybe we will get 12 episodes because there's a lot
Yeah,
to wrap up.
because they're probably gonna end up uh going through the wedding next year.
No, no, there can't be a wedding. There can't be a wedding. I do not want this for Winter. I don't want this for Winter. Anyway, I have no final thoughts other than I don't want this for Winter. I want so much more for her. Anywho, join us again tomorrow. I don't know if anyone in the chat or in the replay crew is watching the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip.
It's good.
Jamal and I got through the first episode. It's kind of funny. It reminds me of when they first started.
You
Like
know,
the
all
whole
first met. Yeah,
yeah, it's not like legal drama or anything like that. It's just like little cattiness.
they had me at the music. The music is fire. I'm sorry. I love the music, the colors, like the beach, and
Real
there.
Turks and Caicos is pretty.
I know. I was just like, whoa.
It's gorgeous.
It's a good
Um,
show. If you guys like are if you're hesitant, it's good because these women really have not too much history with each other, so they're not
mhm.
going in with pre-planned things. It's all to me. It comes across as all natural, and they're being themselves. Cynthia trying to play peacemaker. Kenya and Ramona are already fighting. I mean, it's just what you expect to happen. So it's good. It's good.
Do
Tracy
you
tomorrow.
do
Tomorrow,
you
right?
yeah, tomorrow 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Where I think do you want to do just the first episode? Cuz I need to watch it again cuz like I thoroughly enjoyed this show to the point where I did not take notes because I just sat there and I just watched. I really,
Well,
really enjoyed it.
we can do episode 1 tomorrow, episode 2 on Friday.
Mhm.
Project
But we
Runway
have Project
short.
Runway.
Project Runway short, so
What do
we
you
can
mean
do.
it's short?
Oh, the recap is only like 20 minutes,
Oh, okay. Okay.
so we might as well
All right.
do two
One
episodes
and
this week.
two?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So we'll do that.
give people time to watch it. So episode 1 on Friday, episode 1 on Thursday, episode 2 on Friday.
All right. I'll do that. I'm going to rewatch one because I just sat there with a big old smile on my face at 7 o'clock this morning. And I was just so happy
Oh my
because
gosh,
it was,
Ramona.
how long do you think it's going to take for her to shit on the floor in this house?
3 days,
Really? 3 days?
3.
Damn.
It's
The
gonna be
house is
funny.
beautiful though.
Even the bunk beds are cool.
Hmm. So,
And it's
guys,
spoiler. Kyle's actually likable right now.
she is.
I like I like you.
She's the only one from Beverly Hills on this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
So Ryan, do you have cable? Because I'm not sure if it's the same for you, but for me, I could log in and get Peacock for free
That's
with
because
my cable.
Comcast Xfinity, they get Peacock for free for
Yeah,
now.
that's what I got. That's what we have.
Yeah.
So if you have
But
Xfinity Comcast, you just sign in through there.
um don't won't they put a bootleg on YouTube?
Oh, Ryan, you have Comcast Xfinity?
Yeah. If you
If you
have
do,
Yeah,
yeah,
if you have Comcast Xfinity, you just sign into Peacock and you get the
premium.
free version. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Tracy, I have Xfinity too. So yeah, same
Hmm.
thing.
I think if you pay if you don't want the ads, but the ads aren't that long. Oh, Ryan, you
Oh,
don't have Comcast.
um,
Hold
let me double
on.
check.
Check and see if um hmm,
It says watch for free.
I think you can get the first episode for free.
Yeah, that's what it says. The 3 episodes are now streaming on Peacock. Only the first is free.
However, there are check YouTube as well
Yeah.
because they've got full episodes put up. Hold on. Do they? I'm sure that they'll have it by today. But it is an interesting watch, to say the
Yeah,
least.
Ryan. Yeah, episode 1's free, but you might have to watch the others on YouTube.
Yeah.
Paris in Love. Tracy was asking about.
Oh, I watched that. I watched the first
I
episode.
haven't got there yet. I'm trying to get through. Oh,
The the vocal fry is annoying, but I told you, like, rich.
right.
I will plug my ears just to watch the visuals.
I'll watch it today then.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Is that on Peacock too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It is on Peacock. They're really trying to get people to watch that stupid streaming service.
Yeah, I don't know why. they would have just been better off was making a Bravo 2 and let it go.
As a streaming service?
No, just another channel.
Oh.
That way, it would just been better because people don't want to pay for another streaming service, and which all you're looking to do is to make money on ads anyway. So you might as well just make a whole separate channel and get more ads, and then you could put more reruns on the second channel, and people will watch that too. Dumb streaming services. People are not trying to pay extra for something. No.
Oh my God. So anyhow, my friend, so until tomorrow.
Oops, one more question from Ryan before we
Oh,
go.
okay.
She says Paris isn't using her real voice on that show.
She goes in and out. The little squeaky baby voice with the vocal fry is the Paris Hilton persona. But then like when she's talking with Nikki or her mom, you hear her real voice. And it is a stark contrast between the two. She's just lived that Paris persona for so long that sometimes it's hard to shut off. But it's quite
Thanks,
interesting.
thanks, Ryan. The reason why I say that is because ESPN has ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN College. So they have a whole package of networks, but ESPN and ESPN2 are actually part of cable. So if you just make up a Bravo 2, you could do a Bravo 2, which you can lead that into Bravo News, Bravo Entertainment. There's things that's how you build it. You don't just do streaming services because no, because people are probably paying for Netflix and Hulu. They're not gonna pay you to watch shows that yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
but Bravo doesn't control that. That's all under NBC Universal Comcast.
But they need new leadership basically.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
You'll get that off to them right away.
yep. Ryan knows ESPN classics of old broadcasts. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
they go. Now you can get that on the extended cable services. That's how you do it. You don't make people pay for streaming service. What you do is you get in cahoots with the cable company. So like, look, you break us off this, and we allow you to show this. That's how you do it.
But Bravo is the cable company. They're owned by Comcast.
That's
They
what
don't
I'm saying.
care.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't care.
You
They getting their
yeah.
money no matter what.
Well, see, I think long term and multiple streams of income. They need to get it together.
Oh my God. All right, so Jamal, so tomorrow we'll do Ultimate Girls Trip episode 1,
Yes,
and we will see everybody there tomorrow. So until next time,
of course.
bye.
Bye.